Goodbye, Norma Jean, from the young man in the 22nd row, sees you as something more than sexual, more than just our Marilyn Monroe. And it seems to me you lived your life like a candle in the wind, not knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to known you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before your legend ever did. Thank you, Singing Landshark. I just made myself laugh. I'm sorry, guys. Screw it, that stays in. Oh, what are we looking at, Bob Squad? Wave 9? Wave 9. That was Wave 9 of G.I. Joe Super 7 Reaction Plus O-Ring. 3 of the 4. Who's the 4th one? I think it was the Deep 6 in a non-Deep 6 outfit of some description. I didn't get him. Okay, so I got 75% of the wave. That's enough. Give me a break. We got a regular Zartan, which was a given. We knew that Bama Jamma was going to happen. UV color changing skin. We'll see if we'll see how that works out there. I got a little army builder, man. We got a Cobra Viper Gunner, which is good. Happy these guys didn't sell out or whatever. We'll take a closer look. And Lady J. I'm so glad I did not get any of the Stars and Stripes Forever Yankee Doodle Dandy G.I. Joes. I didn't see any of them, and the only new character they gave us was Jay, and I remember going, that's ridiculous. They're going to have a regular standard Lady J sooner than later. In the very next wave, sure enough, all you had to do was wait like a month, and there you go, and that's the one I wanted. I am in America, blah, blah, blah. I did not want my Joe. I want my Joes to be Joes, all right? I have Captain America. Anyway, let's take a closer look at some of the card backs real quick. All of these are made in China. Made in China. Okay, and there's that Deep 6 I didn't buy, who I was talking about there. Lady J, Covert Operations, Allison Hart Burnett. Prime Intelligence, well, that's good. We don't want her to be dumb. Second Military Personnel. Was she working HR? Oh, great. She's going to write you up. The shipwreck would be fired in a week. They didn't do a shipwreck yet in this series. I'm surprised. Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts. Okie dokie. So Lady J graduated from Bryn Mawr and did her graduate work at Trinity College in Dublin. Oh, okay. Where she acquired the faint Gaelic lilt that adorns her speech. Well, my voice acting ain't going to keep up with that, if you're familiar with this channel, so we'll do the best we can do. I'm not going to read all this. There's a bunch of countries, and she did stuff there, so she's been around the globe there. Probably has a lot of frequent flyer miles. Probably flies first class without paying for it just because she flies so much. So that's good, and gets a free meal from Delta. Lady J doesn't go in for that phony wig and rubber mask brand of disguise. That's literally a guy in this way. She becomes the subject. Cloaked and sandaled. Sandaled? Well, I don't care about her footwear. She can squat down in any Middle Eastern marketplace. Well, easier than squatting down in those Delta Airlines bathrooms. And blend in perfectly. Okay. Be that as it may. Cobra Viper Gunner. Cobra Special Infantry. Alright. Let's see. There's some nice little block. Cobra Enemy. They're all made in China. Vipers are the backbone of the Cobra Legions. They're highly motivated. Oh, that's good. And formally equipped and superbly trained, all the Viper Gunners. They got an assault blaster, and I know they're pretty bad dudes. What is this quote? Who is it? They don't list who's saying the quote. If you want to get anywhere in Cobra, you have to start out as a Viper. Wouldn't you have to be a trooper or an officer? I don't get it. That's the bottom of the pyramid. The serving in the Cobra Infantry is the small price to pay. The glittering price is blah, blah, blah. But if that doesn't make a Viper dangerous, I don't know. So they're very ambitious, angry fellows. Zartan, Master of Disguise, UV color changing skin. He's got some bow and arrow weapons here and that kind of stuff. We'll test him out. Oh, this will be fun. File name is unknown. Okay, well, we can name it anything. Call it like Zartan.1 or something like that. Alias too numerous to list. Okay, well, I mean, there's some space here. I don't really know. Zartan can alter his skin color at will to blend in with his environment. Uh-oh.
What? Who was that lady? Rachel something with a D. Who? Never mind. He is a master of makeup and disguise, a ventriloquist, a linguist. Okay, his personal life doesn't need to get in here. Over 20 languages and dialects, an acrobat contortionist. Huh, I didn't know that. And a practitioner of several mystical martial arts. Very little is known of his origins, but most security agencies agree that he must have had European military academy training, probably Saint Cyr. Okay, maybe we'll make a Saint Cyr figure next. Psychological profile, uh-oh. Grows into various multiple personalities to such an extent that the original personality becomes buried and forgotten. Kind of like getting married, huh? Hey, here's good old Zartan out of the package. We're going to test the UV thing a little later on, just to give you a bit of a closer look up at this Mamma Jamma here. I ended up liking this guy a lot more than I thought. Originally, I was like, okay, it's the character I sort of already have, because I have the guitar one, the Cold Slither guy, and I'll take him out in a second. Little bow and arrow action here, or a quiver. There you go. And sometimes we'll make your liver quiver, Daddy. We'll make your liver quiver by the river, and hey, we already forgive her. He's got a bow and arrow gimmick here, which makes sense. I'm familiar that in the comic book, I know he later episodes, he shot Serpentor in the eye or something like that. I don't know if that's what they're going for, that's what this is a nod for, or if this looks more like a Sunbow Zartan kind of style. Yeah, this ended up being already, even before the UV gimmick, this ends up being a really cool Zartan, and I didn't realize that how lacking my Cobra forces were without the proper Zartan. So enjoying him. This isn't Vac metal, if you're wondering. I'm pretty sure it's just like silver painted, but I like him. So cool. Happy is good. Let me put him in the sunlight. Rock and roll, Daddy. This is the Cobra Viper Gunner. I can just call him the Viper, right? I mean, it's the same guy. This is the backpack they come with. So some stuff molded onto that Mamma Jamma right there, Daddy. I'll put that down for a second. A nice up and down. I like the up and down. I forgot to check on the Zartan if it was up and down. Let's just yeah, you gotta love those boots, and red and yellow and black scheme, the same as even little things like this little extra belt buckle thing going on. Just good stuff. Yeah, this mini wave, and again, I didn't get all of them, but already I'm happy with them. Let's do a little bit of this, because I know someone's gonna ask, and I know nothing about guns, so that's actually weird. I grew up in a gun household, so but I was never into guns, so I lost a lot of arguments. Yeah, I grew up in a gun house. Like my dad was a hunter, so there were always like taxidermied animals sticking out of the wall and stuff like that. We had, that's the thing in comedy. It's funny because the suburbs usually aren't a good hometown. You can't complain about the farm or the small town or the inner city stuff. No one gives a shit about you if you're from the suburbs. But weird things go on behind the walls in suburbs, and that was mine. We always had dead animals just eyeballing you. And for a kid, those aren't decorations. Those are warnings. Like, all right, Bob, you want to act out? You know who else acted out? Bolivar the caribou. See how it turned out for him? You don't want to eat your dinner? You know who else didn't eat his dinner? Mr. Quackers. He's a dead duck now. Anyway, there you go. This is great. This is great. I think this guy's terrific. Yeah, I know. If it's a boring, positive, or shilling review, please. With my 22 views on this, stop it. Shill. No, if I like it, I like it. That's why I keep buying them. That's why you see so many of these things on my channel. Let's go to Lady J. Whoa, we got Lady J before her coffee. No, stop it. That's not funny. Okay. Lady J is here. She's got the spear. I saw some guys online complaining about the face. I don't know. Is anything wrong with it? There is a little bit of, like, the chest color, pardon me, is a little slightly different than the neck, almost as if she's wearing a beige shirt instead of just having the shirt open. Can't even really tell. I can only notice if I'm thinking about it, honestly. I can't really tell with this. We've all got old eyes now. I don't really think, and it doesn't really matter, honestly, one way or another. But there you go. She can do some squats. I'm sorry. I was mature. Anyway, we got another quiver, but it is not the same mold as the one you just saw with Zartan. So just for the record, Maybe if there was a Tiger Force J or something, they'll start reusing. But this is a different. At least the arrows sticking out are different than the one. I think that's it. I think it's just the arrows sticking out are different. I'll check again later. Who cares? This holds in her hand. It just slides in from the bottom right there. I didn't go through the thumb. I like how they went. Yeah, they're a nice silver color to this. I did mention the head goes up and down, or it goes down anyway. Yeah, that collar stops this collar is what's stopping her from looking up. It's one of my nitpicky things, at least for my purposes. I do like their abilities to look up and down a little bit. It helps things out, like, you know, even the slightest looking up, just to, you know, if there's a helicopter coming or whatever, or if they're looking down at enemy, that stuff helps me out a lot. Get a lot of personality in. I love Lady. This is a good old fashioned. She's a green army color wearing Joe. Is that a tree? What is that? Okay, so there you go. She got her badge in trees. There's a knife sculpted on her bosom. Pardon me. So yeah, no, she's this is a cool Joe. This is a cool Joe, and I'm glad it's actually cool of them to just do it so quickly and get her out so quick. Right after the Stars and Stripes one, I thought they were going to make us wait on that, but boy, am I glad I waited, because I did not like the look of those Yankee Doodle Dandy G.I. Joes. But okay, so let's see what's going on here. We have, this is Cold Slither Zartan from Wave 2, 1 or 2, I don't know, early. And hang on a second. Oh, screw you.
Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. Oh, baby, when I get restless, baby, you're not my kind. So don't go breaking my heart.